Right, sir. So this little clip we will call olives in the UK and olives in Spain. As you can see, we're in Spain, in Andalusia.
Scorchio,
southern Spain. Spain produces about 40% of the world's olives, and Andalusia, southern Spain, produces most of those. This tree here is a fairly young tree with hardly any fruit on this year, but you can see it's been pruned to a nice open shape with three trunks. That's standard around here. 3, sometimes 4 trunks to keep the canopy open. That's so that by cutting out, you can see there's a big branch being cut out there where it's black. You see that, Sarah? Yeah. And then later on he'll cut out this thing here growing up. So we'll end up with 3 or 4 almost separate trees and drooping down, hopefully laden with fruit. They're opened up, the canopy's opened up to get as much light in as possible. Despite the fact that it's 95 here, absolutely baking, you still want extra light to produce fruit, and also the extra light helps produce flowering buds for the next year. When this lot here has finished fruiting, it will be cut away and replaced with another lot that dangle over. So you'll end up with these 3 or 4 like trusses hanging down. This variety growing around here is called a picuda. Over there in Seville they grow Hoya Blanco, and then further north they grow one called manzilla. Manzilla means little apples, so they're big, fat, green ones for bottling. All olives produce small green fruit, and in a month's time, it's September now, in about a month's time they will start to pick them. A month after that they will start ripening and turning black, and they will pick them if they want them black. To pick them, when you've got these big trusses hanging down full of fruit, to get the best olives you would have a basket or a sack tied to your chest, and they milk the tree, they call it. They're milking the tree. Top quality undamaged fruit go into your basket. In the old days they used to get sticks, palos or canes, and smack the tree, put a net around the tree, hit the tree, and the fruit would fall into the net. Obviously doing that, some of the fruit's damaged. Nowadays they drive tractors round, put the net round, and shake the tree like they do cider apples in Britain. If the fruit is damaged, if it's got a gash in it or a cut in it, it produces poor quality oil. Extra virgin means it's the best quality oil, and it means there's less than 0.8% oleic acid in the oil. Damaged fruit, that percentage goes up, and if you've got damaged fruit will give you virgin olive oil. Nutritionally, it's the same. It's just the taste isn't as good because of the more acids have developed in the damaged fruit. So you get extra virgin olive oil is the best for taste, and then damaged fruit and also older fruit that have been standing around in the processing plant for a while, they tend to give you oil with not such good flavour, virgin olive oil, but it's still as good nutritionally. Those two, extra virgin and virgin olive oils, are cold press. When you go around here, you'll see lots of small presses with a series of big 4 concrete cones that rotate and gently press the fruit to extract the oil. Once that's done, the spent pomace, the stuff left over, is heated and treated with industrial solvents, and that will give you your regular olive oil.
So there is only one pressing though, isn't there?
Yeah, you can spend more money and buy first pressed olive oil, but it's a totally meaningless term. It's just a marketing ploy. Like Sarah said, they only press it once. Quite common in Spain, you will get oil. The oil that you buy has a percentage of extra virgin, and the rest is bulked up with the cheap stuff. A tree like this, in a few years' time, the farmer said will produce 40 or 50 kilograms of fruit, which will give you 4 or 5 litres of oil. So not a lot of return for the work that's involved. And you can see here, one of the main things is keeping the orchard floor weed free. They use little tractors, squat little tractors, not with wheels but with tracks, that drag a comb through and just keep this tilled. This stops the weed growth, which competes with the tree, and also if there's any slope, it means that any rain goes straight into the soil rather than runs away. That's enough about oil. The fruit you can pick when they're green. That'll give you a green olive, or you let them ripen and then that gives you a black olive. Eat either. I won't do a demonstration. Eat either. They're absolutely disgusting. So you've got to remove the horrible bitter taste in the black or the green. You can do it by soaking them in lye, which is sodium hydroxide, which is the stuff you clean your drains with. That's quite quick. I've never used it. Or I just soak them in salt water and keep changing the water until it's clear, and obviously then the taste is agreeable. Then you can bottle them up with a few leaves and bits of herbs and stuff and give them to your friends for Christmas. That's enough about growing olives in sunny Spain, where they've been doing it for thousands of years. In Britain, olive oil has obviously replaced lard and the like for our cooking purposes. And if you go into any garden centre now, you will see olive trees for sale. You will see big 200 or 300-year-old trees, beautiful old trees in pots that have been packaged here. They've gone to Holland and then gone to your local garden centres. They will cost you 300 or 400 quid. Obviously they've lost all their roots to put them in the pot, but that's the least of their problems. Once you plant them, a little bit of frost and they will start to die. Olives need well drained, like this stuff, well drained dry soil. They can't tolerate much frost. So basically I think you'll find if you buy one of those monster trees in the pots, you will have lost your 300 or 400 quid. You're better off coming here. You'll have 300 or 400 quid's worth of very good firewood. You can buy for 10, 20, 30 quid small olive trees, but again, I've never seen one that's been successful in Britain. I read in the paper a while ago, or 7 years ago, the most northerly olive plantation was planted in Anglesey, North Wales, where I live. That was 7 years ago, and I think it's totally failed. There's nothing online about it, and I live near there, and I've never heard of them picking any olives. I presume the trees are dead. Some people grow them in Dorset, but that's undercover. So you would be able to grow them with a lot of care and attention undercover in Britain. But for the amount of fruit you get, and certainly not, and for the amount of oil you're going to get, I still think the best thing is don't buy them. Go to Spain on your holidays. I think that's about it. Sarah, anything else?
Unless you want to talk about other countries and production of olive oil, like what Spain?
Spain's largest.
Spain's largest.
Yeah, I mean you're getting now. this is old hat. Over there you can see olives growing up the sides of hillsides.
In the
If you go
distance,
to
I don't know if you
California
can.
now, it's flat land, huge machines, trees planted in hedges, and the huge machines that ride over the hedge and pick all the fruit. So I think in 20 years, they reckon in 25 years' time, California olives will be, or olive oil will be on par with Californian wine. They've got the marketing skills, haven't they? That'll do. That's it. Thanks, Sarah.
Gracias.